Hello my fellow crafters and welcome back to Inspiration for Cards. Today is going to be a slightly different video. I'm going to do some unboxing, etc. I've got this, let me get it, this big box that came in today, but there's a story behind it. I was approached by Esther Glas from Elizabeth Craft Design. She's one of the designers on the Elizabeth Craft Design team. If I would like to play around with art journaling and to see if that's something for me and if I like it. So I said, let me look into it. I don't have a clue. I looked into it and I really liked what I saw, and it was really playing with paper and playing with ink, which is what I like, and then adding memories and photos to it or whatever you want. So I spoke to Esther again. I said, look, I really think it's nice and interested. And then she said, let me send you some stuff. And that is this box. So I don't have a clue what's in there. We're gonna unwrap it together and then we're gonna make a project together. So without any further ado, let's dive in and open this box because I'm curious and I wanna know what's in it. Come and have a look with me. Okay, now let's open this box. I'm really curious what's in here. Sorry for the noise. Let me have a look. Let's get this out. Let me see what's in here. This is, oh wow, it's a full set of stamps and planner page, the mason jar special kit. Really nice. And what's all this? Let me have a look. Beautiful stamps with all the things you can stamp in your planner. Some background stamps, also always really nice. I think that's really nice. This is also a beautiful planner die. What are those? Let me see. I don't have a clue, but I will find out. I will have a look. This is the Planner Essentials Frames and Words. Shapes, Frames and Words. This is nice. You can put frames around your photos. This is another Planner Essentials torn page. So you can cut out your pages with this, I think. This is a really nice love page. You can make heart-shaped pages. That's nice. Okay. And what's this? This is a Reminiscence, the book. I think I know what this is. I've seen this. This is beautiful paper. Yeah, very nice. Beautiful paper to make your planner with. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my stuff out, get myself sorted, and really get my head around, and we're gonna make a project together. Okay, so this really is too much fun. Let me tell you that. I've been die cutting out a lot of things, and I think I've used every single die that's in this set. I have an idea. I'm gonna make a page for in the journal, and one side of that page will be, and I'm gonna use the mason jar. One side of the page will be a shaker card idea. The other side will be just a wintry scene. So what I've done, I've cut everything out and I'm just gonna let it sink in and see what comes to me. I'm not completely done yet. I still have to do some pine trees. We'll do that together because I'm gonna watercolor some paper first before I cut it out. But yeah, it's already looking like a lot of fun, so I like it. So I've cut everything out. These dies cut beautifully, really beautifully, even through this thick corrugated paper. It flattened it out a bit, but it's still very nice structure. I like that. So these cut out beautifully, everything cut out perfectly. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use some Tim Holtz watercolor paper, and I'm going to color this in to cut out my pine trees. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to squish on some ink on my work pad here. Just some normal inks to start with. So I've got pine needles, I've got ice spruce, I've got lucky clover and bundled sage. And then I'm going to take my brush and my sprayer. I'm gonna spray these with water. I'm just gonna randomly, there's still some color in my brush, but okay. And I'm no watercolor specialist by all means, but I just like playing around with the different colors, because a tree is never one color, right? So that's why I've got these different colors that I'm gonna put on the paper. They're all different colors of green, but they blend nicely, making a pretty background. What I actually might do, because why not, is push this in to give it a bit more effect. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna dry it a bit, see what it looks like. This is dry. I might throw in some tree lot into the mix. This is some of the tree lot from the limited edition holiday series, and I'm gonna ink smush again. Oh wow, the shine of this stuff and the intensity, it's really I like this a lot. So I'm gonna dry it again. Okay, this is dry to the touch, that is. It's got some nice shine from that mica stain in it. It's got depth, it's got different colors of green. That was the goal. I'm gonna put this aside to let it dry even a bit more, and then I'm gonna cut out these two trees from this. Then what I've also done is I've cut out these two cute little penguins. So I need to glue these together. They're so cute. So I'm going to glue these together using my favorite glue. It's the Art Glitter glue. Because what I like, it gives you some wiggle time, but it doesn't stay wet too long. It dries quite quickly. And when it's dry, it's on there. So I'm going to assemble my little penguins. Then you can see what I'm doing with the little pieces. There he is, my little penguin. Isn't he cute? I will do the same to this one. They fit together perfectly. That's my two penguins done. Now, the only thing I want to change about this is that I want to make his beak orange. So I'm taking this Arteza art marker with a fine tip, and I'm gonna color this in orange. So that's the penguins ready to go on my card. So I'm gonna put these to the side. Here I've got some snowflakes that I'm gonna be putting into my shaker. But now what I want to do is I want to sort of distress this paper because it's too perfectly stark white now. So I'm gonna take my blending tool and I'm gonna take some ice spruce to stay in that sort of wintry greenish cool color. And I'm just gonna lightly give this a touch of color. Don't press too hard, just let the blending tool do its job. Because if you press too hard, you will fold the paper like this. I mean, it's beautiful paper already, but yeah, I just like it if it's just crunched up a bit. So that's that one. I'm gonna do the same to my mason jar. Just with the same colors. Going around and giving this a touch of that ice spruce color. There we go. Now you see this brings it nicely together. Now all of a sudden it links in. So that's cool. What I'm going to do is this is going to be the shaker card side. So I'm going to go this way. It's going to go like this. Glue this together. And I'm going to turn it around. So this will be the front of my page. This will be the back. For this, I want a more icy blue. Let me see. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an oxide for this. It's tumbled glass. I think the oxide tumbled glass is slightly lighter than the ink version. However, I need to clean my brush off a bit because I don't know what color was on there first. I've got two sets of brushes, one for the inks and one for the oxides. Tap it off and I'm very lightly gonna go over this because I really don't want it to be a heavy coating. I want it to be a light wash of that blue color. Yeah, I like that. I might even spray this a tiny bit so it oxidizes. And dry it. Okay, that's that. Okay, now it's time to do some distressing on this one, very carefully. Just around the edge. But also on the inside. Just very soft wash of this color will do the trick. There we go. This will be behind that. And then we will have the silver on top of this. The other way around. Perfect. We will have the penguins on this side. And we're going to have the trees on the other side. Speaking of the trees, my cardstock is all dried, so I will cut these out. Okay, these have cut out beautifully. I'm just gonna take a brown marker. I'm just gonna slightly color in this in brown. I'm gonna take a watermarker brush and just gonna, because this is also reacting to water, make it a bit softer, blending it in a bit more with that green. So these are gonna go over here. I'm gonna give this a bit of the bluish tone just with what's left on the brush. Doing the same as I did with the other one. If you make this yellow, this could be honey, but in this case I'm using it as icy, snowy bits. There we go. So this is gonna go at the bottom here. This is gonna come behind this. The trees are gonna go over here. So that's that one done. This one is gonna be like this. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out just with a pencil very lightly where this will be. So I know at least that bit needs to be colored in. Next I'm going to take some prize ribbon and some villainous potion and make a bit of a sky that's going to shine through my shaker. I'm gonna blend these together just by going back and forth. Just making a beautiful blend, going into a lighter blue, broken china towards the bottom. Now these are beautifully blended, so I'm going to put these to the side. And I'm just going to take a bit of water and splatter that on there. And taking a piece of paper and dabbing it off there, giving the illusion of a snowy sky. Spritzing it with water to make it oxidize. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry further, and then I'm gonna think about the next steps. Let me see, what do we have? We have, this will be our shaker. This will come together like this. I'm gonna have the silver bottom over here. These will go in there. Then our penguins will go in here. So this side is coming together nicely. Okay, I'm gonna take my acrylic block and put this small sentiment on there. I'm just gonna see how it stamps. I'm gonna use Versafine Black Onyx. The stamps of Elizabeth Craft Design, they stamp so beautiful. Now I want to stamp on this little mason jar. Now I'm just gonna hope for the best that it goes with one go, because normally I stamp with my mini Misti, but for just this little teeny weeny stamp, I didn't want to do that, so I'm pressing it on there. Good enough. It says hello winter, you can read it. Good. I'm gonna put this one on top of this. Gonna assemble that with some glue. And I'm gonna grunge up the edge a bit with iced spruce. Iced spruce. Difficult word. With iced spruce again. That's gonna be in front of this shaker. Because I want to add this into my journal. What I wanna do, the idea I have now is to do a December daily. I'm late to the game, but I want to do that because I've got all this beautiful stuff, so I want to make the most of it. And this is going to be the page for the 21st of December. Hello winter. It's the start of winter, so that was my thought process behind this. Next, I'm going to take my little plastic bag. I'm going to see if I can cut that out using... Now I've got this very small tape from Elizabeth Craft Design, and I'm going to put that all around my shaker base. Because this is so thin, you can sort of bend it around, which is quite nice. Go to the top. All around and overlap. Next I'm gonna peel off the backing paper. I'm going to take my acetate and line that up. And that's on there perfectly now. You see? So I want these snow hills to be in the back, behind the acetate. There we go. I want the snow hills are behind the acetate. I want the penguins to be in front. So what I will do is I'll take some of the tape and put that behind them. Now let's take off the backing. And see where I want them and how I want them. I like them like this, standing in front of the snow hill. So next I need to assemble this part. Now how I'm going to do that? I've got a second piece of acetate here that I'm going to put on the back here with glue or with the sticky tape. Reason for that is that I want to be able to fill it without having to fuddle with the paper too much. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut this, glue this down, first only at the bottom and the sides, and then fill it up. So I'll be right back. Let's take my piece of acetate for the back and put it on there. So it's completely stuck on there. It's not sticking out on the sides a bit here. I will cut that away. Then I'm just gonna fill this up with the bits and pieces that I've cut out, the shaker bits. And I've got some pretty sort of beads here. Just gonna put some in there. And some Arctic sky beads, pailletten, how do you call that in English? Just put some in there. There we go. I'm gonna turn that around again. And I'm gonna tape the top. Really making sure that that's well adhered. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press it flat from here and push it down on the edge. There we have our shaker element. Let me cut off the bits that is sticking out from the back, making sure all nice and clean. And then we're going to stick these two together. We have a fun shaker side discard. So that's what I'm going to be doing next, gluing these together, making sure it's all well adhered. Because these are cut out from the same die, they fit together perfectly. They line up perfectly. That's fun, isn't it? Okay, next I'm going to put this lid, or in this case the bottom on. Nice silver sparkly. Now I've got the Elizabeth Craft Design adhesive backing on that, so that makes it very easy to put on there. Just line it up. Done. Okay, that's this side nearly done. I'm gonna put this one on here as well. But I'm gonna do that once the other side is finished. Now it's time to assemble the other side. So I'm gonna glue this piece on here. Slide this up slightly. Put this at the bottom here. There we go. Okay, for some reason my phone decided to stop recording. So from what I've just saw, the whole finishing of this beautiful page is not recorded, unfortunately. So what I've done, I've glued the acetate to the back, filled it up and glued it all together. Then I put the penguins on top and put this nice tag with Hello Winter on the front. As it's the start of winter, the 21st of December, this is going to be the page of the 21st of December. Next, I've finished it off with putting some twine around the bottom. And this is our fun shaker card. No, it's not a card. Page for in my first journal. On the other side, we have the pine trees. So I've assembled everything as I showed you before, putting the pine trees behind the snowy mountains and also finished it off with the twine on this side. So in all, a very nice page for in my book. And I can place a picture over here as well. That is a nice memory of that day. So all in all, I really, really like this. I want to thank Esther for infecting me with this virus. I am addicted already. This is my first one, but I really, really like it. It takes paper crafting to a whole different level again. And this is what I really like. So you'll be seeing more of it. I'm going to be making a December day-by-day journal, which means that I'm going to be making one page for every day of December. Now, I will not be doing a YouTube every day because that's just too much. But you will be seeing updates throughout the month with all the pages that I made. Some we will make together, etc. Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of it. I really like this, and this is going to be a part of the channel for the future. So thank you very much for sticking with me and watching this video. Thank you for watching. Now, if you like this video, you know the drill. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you will not miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you for watching this one, and I'd like to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.